everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well at home. Now again it's time for maths lecture, so let's begin. In our last lecture we had started exercise 3.3. So in this lecture we are going to continue exercise 3.3. So all of you open your books, page number 36. We had done question 1, 2 and 3. So today we are going to start with question number 4. Read the question number 4 carefully. Yes, now I hope you all are ready. So question number 4. Katie went on a journey of 439 kilometers. If she travelled 362 kilometers, how much distance is she yet to cover? See, whenever we do word problem, what is the first thing? First of all, we read it very much carefully. By reading it, we get two things. Information, what is the information given there, and what they are asking us to find. So, by reading each and every word problem, we can get what is the given information and what we have to find out. So, same we are going to do with the question number 4. We had read the question number 4. Let's read it again. Katie went on a journey of 439 kilometers. See, this is the information. She went on a journey and the total journey is 439 kilometers. Okay. Now, this is the given information. If she travelled 362 kilometers, 362 kilometers she has travelled. And they are asked, this is the given information and they are asking us to find what is the distance left. So, how we'll find it? We subtract the distance travelled from the total distance and we'll get the remaining distance. How much is left? Okay. So, all of you first of all note down the word problem in the notebook. Okay. I am not going to write question, but you all have to note. So now I hope you all have noted down the question. So let's start with the solution. So the very first information they had given us is the total distance travelled. So first of all we'll write about total distance, okay, or total journey. So let's write solution, and after writing solution we'll start solving total journey. Okay, how much is? How much is total journey? Total journey is 439 kilometers. 439 kilometers. And the writing of the places is very much important. Once, tens and hundred it is compulsory writing the places. So total journey of was 439 kilometers. Now, travelled, how much she travelled? That is also given. So let's write that one too. Travel distance is 362 kilometers. So let's write 362 kilometers. Now we have to find out the distance left. So let's write that one too. Now if we subtract the travel distance from the total distance, then we'll get the remaining distance, whatever the distance is left. So we'll start subtracting. We always subtract ones from ones, tens from tens and hundreds from hundreds, and we always start from the rightmost position, and our rightmost position is 1. So 9 minus 2. Can we remove 2 from 9? Yes, because 2 is the smaller number and we always subtract smaller number from the bigger number. Okay, so all of you, let us open, all of you raise your hand with me. Now we will open 9 fingers. See, since 9 is there, so we will open 9 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Minus 2. Minus 2 is there. So now we will take away 2 fingers. 1 and 2. Now how many fingers are left? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fingers are left. So we will write the number 7. Okay. Now after ones we are going to deal with tens. Okay. So 3 minus 6. Now can we remove 6 from 3? Yes or no? No, we cannot remove 6 from 3. Why? Because 6 is bigger number and we always subtract smaller number from the bigger number. So what is our next step? Next step is taking borrowing. Next step is borrowing. We can borrow 100 so that this 3 can become bigger than 6. Okay. So after giving 100, this 4 will become 3, and after taking 100s or 10 tens, this 3 will become 13. Okay. Now can we remove 6 from 13? Yes. Now we can remove 6 from 13. So all of you, first of all we'll count 13 finger marks. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Now we had counted 13 finger marks. Minus 6. Minus 6 is there. So we will now count backward 6 times. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we had counted 6 times backward. Now we'll count the remaining finger marks. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 finger marks are left. So we'll write the number 7. Okay. Now 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3. Remember subtraction property. Whenever a number is subtracted from itself, the result will be 0 or the difference will be 0. So we'll write the number 0. Okay. So total journey was of 439 kilometers. She travelled 362 kilometers. Now the distance which is left is 77 kilometers. 77 kilometers distance is left. So let's write the answer. 77 kilometer distance is left. We can write 77 kilometer distance is left. Okay. So all of you now note it down. I am giving you time for noting down. a minute. All of you note down. Okay, now I hope you all had written. Moving towards next question. All of you read question number 5. All of you read question number 5. So question number 5 is, a box had red and blue balls. Imagine a box. There is a box and it is having some blue and some red balls. If there were altogether 945 balls in the box and out of which 298 were blue. See, this is the given information. We have to differentiate between what is the given information and what they are asking us to find. So, this is the given information that there are total 945 balls. Out of them, 298 are blue. See, 945 total balls and 298 are blue balls. How many balls in the box were red? So, we have to find the number of red balls. Very simple. From the total balls, we will subtract the blue balls, then the remaining will be red balls. So, all of you note down the question. I hope this much time is sufficient. I hope you all have noted down the word problem or question. I am not writing here, but you have to write. Okay? Once again, I am reading for you. Till then, note it down. A box had red and blue balls. If there were altogether 945 balls in the box, out of which 298 were blue. How many balls in the boxes were red? See, 945 total balls are there and 298 balls are blue. So, they are asking us to find the red balls. So, we will subtract the blue balls from total balls and we will get the red balls. Okay? Okay. So, first of all, we will write about the given information. The given information is about total balls. So, let's write it first. Total balls. Total balls are 945. So, let us write about it. Now, writing of places is important. We'll write that one too. Now, what is the next information given? Is the of blue balls. So, let's write about that one too. Blue balls. 298 are blue. So, we'll write 298. Now, we have to find the number of red balls. So, for finding red balls, we'll subtract blue balls from total balls. Okay? So, how we do subtraction? We subtract ones from ones, tens from tens and hundreds from hundreds. So, starting from ones, 5 minus 8. Oh, can we remove 8 from 5? Can we remove 8 from 5? No. Why we cannot remove it? Because 8 is the bigger number and we always subtract smaller number from the bigger number. So for making this 5 bigger, we have to borrow a 10. So if we borrow a 10, this 4 will become 3 and this 5 will become 15. Now 15 minus 8. Now can we remove 8 from 15 now? Yes, we can remove because 8 is the smaller number and 15 is the bigger number. So we can remove smaller number from the bigger number. So first of all, we'll count 15 finger marks, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Minus 8. 15 minus 8 is there. So now we will count 8 times backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we will count the remaining finger marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 finger marks are left. So we will write the number 7. Okay. Now we are done with ones column, moving towards tens. 3 minus 9. Now can we remove 3 from 9? No, because 9 is the bigger number and we always subtract smaller number from the bigger number. So for making this 3 bigger, we have to borrow 100. After giving 100, this 9 will become 8 and this 3 will become 13. Why? Because 100 means 10 tens. Okay, so after taking 10 tens, this 3 will become 13. Now 13 minus 9. Can we remove 9 from 13 now? Yes, because 9 is the smaller number now. So let's count 13 finger marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Minus 9. Minus 9 is there. So now we will count 9 times backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now how many finger marks are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 finger marks are left. So we will write the number 4. Okay. Now we are done with tens column 2. Moving towards hundreds. 8 minus 2. Can we remove 2 from 8? Yes, we can remove. Why? Because 2 is the smaller number. So let's count 8 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 2. Minus 2 is there. So we will take away 2 fingers. Now how many fingers are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fingers are left. So we will write the number 6. So red balls is equals to 647. It means 647 balls are red. So let's write answer. There were 647 red balls. Why we are writing this? Because question is asking us to how many balls in the box were red. So we will write there were 647 red balls. Okay. So with this question we are done with the exercise 3.3. All of you note it down. I am giving you time, note it down. Now, I hope you all have noted down. If not, then you can take a screenshot or you can pause the video and then write. Or I am providing you PDF, all of you, you can write from there too. Okay, so now we are going to learn a new topic. See, suppose some numbers are given like or now how we will perform these kind of question. If all of the operation will be of addition, then we can do it, or if we have to do subtraction operation, then we can do it. Now how we will do it here? Here two operations are there, plus also and minus also. Till now we had learned operations like this: 100 plus 200 plus 500, or 500 minus 200 minus 100. But then how we'll do this? Two operations are there. Don't worry, there is a method of this, and what we call it? We call it combining addition and subtraction. See, here only addition is there, here only subtraction is there. But in this type of question, combination of addition and subtraction is there. Here in the same question, you have to perform both the operations, addition as well as subtraction. So let's see how to do it. There are some rules. The very first rule is arrange the number. How we will arrange? First of all, plus sign will come, and then the number with minus sign will come. First, here see, first minus sign is there, plus sign is there, and later minus sign is there. It means this is already arranged. We don't need to arrange it. Suppose 500 minus 200 plus 100. If the question was like this, then we have to arrange it first. First we will write the plus operation, then we will write the minus operation. Okay, so this is arranged already. Now the next step is first we will add, then we will subtract in all the question. First we will add, then we will subtract. And suppose this we call it brackets. Suppose brackets are given there, then we will solve bracket first. If brackets will be there, then we will solve brackets first. Okay, and we can call it parenthesis too. We can call it as bracket or parenthesis. So first of all we will arrange, then we will do addition, then subtraction. And if brackets are given there, then we will solve bracket first, or we can call them as parenthesis too. So first of all we will arrange, then we will perform subtraction, then first of all we will perform addition, then we will perform subtraction. Okay, and if brackets are given there, then first of all we will solve brackets. Okay, so let's take an example of your book. 295 plus 395. 295 plus 395 minus 600. See, this question is also already arranged. Plus sign is first written, then minus sign is there. So we are not worrying about arranging. Now we will perform addition first. So 295 and 395. We will add them first. 5 plus 5. All of you do it on your finger. Very good. 5 plus 5 is 10. So we got 2-digit answer. So now we'll do regrouping. Okay. Now 1 plus 9. Whenever 1 is added to any number, the result is, whenever 1 is added to any number, it's its next number or successor. The result is successor. So 10. 1 plus 9 is 10, and 10 plus 9, very good, 90. Again 1 plus 2. Very good. 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 plus 3 is 6. Very good. So we got 690 as answer. So first of all we will do addition. So by adding we got 690. Then we will write this term as it is. Now we will write in the bracket by addition. How we got this step? We got this by adding. So we will write by addition. Okay. Now we will subtract 600 from 690. Okay. So 0 minus 0 is 0 and 9 minus 0 is also 9 and 6 minus 6 is 0. So we got 90. How we got? We got it by subtraction. So we will write by subtraction. Okay. So this is how we can do it, and these kind of questions are very simple. If you know how to do addition and subtraction, then you can solve any question. Okay. So let's start the exercise. Exercise 3.4. Exercise 3.4. Question number 1 is solve the following. Question number 1 is solve the following. Now part A. Part A is 459 plus 345 minus 638. Okay, now the very first rule, see, no brackets are there, so do not need to worry about brackets or parentheses. Now first of all, the rule is to arrange the numbers. But how we arrange? First plus sign, then minus sign, and if no sign is there, it means this is plus sign. Okay, so this is already arranged in right manner. Plus sign is first and minus sign is after plus sign. So start solving. So when we will solve, so first of all we will write this question as it is for solving. So what is the question? 459 plus 345 minus 638. This is our question. Now we are putting equals to sign because whatever we will solve will be equal to this term only. Okay, since whatever we will solve will be equal to whatever we are writing, that is why we are putting equals to sign. Okay, so first of all we will perform addition operation. This is our rough work. 459 plus 345. Okay, so now whatever this is our rough work, no need to do it in fair work. 9 plus 5, all of you do it on your finger. 9 plus 5. Yes, 14. So we got 2-digit answer, so we'll do regrouping. We'll write 4 in the column of ones and 1 in the form of carry. Okay, so now 1 plus 5, very good, 6, and 6 plus 4, 10. Again we got 2-digit answer, so we'll do regrouping. Now we are done with tens, moving towards 100. 1 plus 4 is 5 and 5 plus 3, 8. So we'll write the number 8. So what we got? 804. So in the place of these two terms, we added both the terms and got 804. we'll write here by addition, because we got this step by addition. Now again is equals to sign. Now no addition is there, only subtraction is there, so we will subtract. This is also our rough work. 804 minus 638. Now can we remove 8 from 4? Yes or no? No, because 8 is bigger number. So we'll borrow a 10. But here also 0 is there. So this 0 will ask for 10 tens to this hundreds place. This hundreds will become 700 and this 0 will become 10. Now this 4 wants borrow, so this 10 will become 9 and this 4 will become 14. Now can we remove 8 from 14? Yes, we can remove. So 14 minus 8, perform it by do it by your finger. Count 14 finger marks. Count 14 finger marks. Now remove 8 finger marks. How many left? Very good. 6 finger marks are left, so we'll write the number 6. Now 9 minus 3. Can we remove 3 from 9? Yes, we can. So let's write number 3 also. Okay. Now 7 minus 6. 7 minus 6, what is the answer? Number 1. So we will write number 1. So we got 166 by subtraction. So we will write here by subtraction. Now no another term is there. It means this is our answer. This addition and subtraction is our rough work. Now we will write answer. So this was our question. 459 plus 345 minus 638 equal to, this is what we need to find. So we had found, we got 166. Okay. So this is how we can do combination kind of question, where addition and subtraction, both operation we need to perform. So the very first rule is to arrange the numbers, and if bracket is there, so first of all we will solve bracket. Then if no bracket is there, then first of all we will solve addition operation. We will perform addition. Then after addition we will perform subtraction. Okay. So I hope you all are getting how to do combination kind of question when we combine addition and subtraction, both the things. Now this is all for today's lecture. We'll meet in next lecture and continue the exercise. There is a homework. Part B is your homework. Part A we had done and we had seen how to solve also. Okay. So part B